count us in.
Oh yeah. One other thing I noticed real quick when I went back and watched the first episode we did like 8 years ago. Last time I made the joke about how he was like a voracious reader who was consuming a lot of books in the library. I made the joke about how he shouldn't eat the books. And then when we recorded it 8 years later, you made the joke. So I think what that proves is over time you got funnier and I got less funny.
I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. Probably had people looking in his room. This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed it's me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating, until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from the foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet.
Wonder what the chemical makeup of water is.
That's what I was wondering too. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one. A natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. Those weirdos. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Misha's constant laughter and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here? Bro. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one.
How old are we in this game?
Yeah, right? All through class, the question remains on my mind. So I decide to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. Are we finally gonna get to ask the question we tried to ask the other day? After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her.
We asked this so long ago.
We did. Sign, 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 sign. Sign, 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 sign. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfectly evenly flat.
She's so intense looking right now.
Oh, right? What did we do? Sign, 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 sign. Oh, here we go. Sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hee-chan. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events, like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too.
Sure.
Great answer. Great answer.
I feel like Shizune is not a big fan of us based on her reaction to whatever we ask.
I would say not.
It's been a while since our last record. I'm an angsty teen, right?
Correct.
And I'm not very bright, it seems. What's the festival about?
Misha freezes like a deer in headlights. Oh boy. Here we go with the Wario laugh again.
It was Waluigi. I actually put in Waluigi laughs whenever you cut out.
Oh gosh. Wow. It's so hard when they start with the W. I don't know, Hee-chan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish, and starts signing hard and heavy. Oh
My
boy.
alarm started going off because we started early.
Sign. Huh? Oh. But who cares? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see the heads turning to look in our direction.
That's so loud.
Oh boy. Oh gosh. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Sign! Now, it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. The teacher clears his throat very loudly. Oh gosh, you scared me.
Sorry.
Batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without a care. Well, yeah, because she couldn't hear the teacher clear his throat.
She didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, no wonder she's unfazed. We are in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Shi-chan. What? That's right. Hee-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club?
Oh my god, what's that face? Also, what did we ask?
About the clubs, about the school fair. I think we asked what the fair was about.
I'm gonna make this face my thumbnail, I think.
It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Well, because we want to join a club? I'm over it. Misha's tone...
maybe they're plotting to get us to join a specific one.
Ooh. I can see some telepathic communication. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. It's a demon! Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long, dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door.
It's the girl we want to romance.
Let's follow her. That's not weird at all. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hee-chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me, looking after the girl who left?
No, nothing.
Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you?
Rude to assume that.
Yeah, very rude. It's not labeled, but this is you.
Oh, sorry. Um, I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. They're pretty delicious. Not really.
Good for your daily fiber intake. Do you want to have lunch together then?
Sure.
Oh boy, here we go again. So we can ask more questions that don't get answered? Yay! Okay, Hee-chan. Perfect.
Hold on, I gotta do one thing real quick.
Okay. You're good.
Make sure. I got a Badoop, and I was like, oh, can't have Badoop.
No badoops. This is a badoop free zone. Do you want to take over narrating? It seems like the dialogue is very heavily in my favor on this one.
I can narrate if you want.
Absolutely. Let's do a narration change mid-episode and go.
Yeah, halfway through the series. The rest of class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything.
Right, no need to be so competitive. Yes, it is, Hee-chan. Oh gosh. The music.
I know, right?
Really?
Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. It's almost like
she's an interpreter, right?
Interpreter. That's the word. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really, Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time to get used to. I guess I should do his voice for the narration because he's the narrator. It's not a contest, because contests are competitions over a prize. There's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze.
Uh-oh, I think we've got the hots for Shizune. Are you sure, Hee-chan?
Very sure.
You're wrong, Hee-chan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them.
Shizune pushes her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly.